Hey guys, and welcome back to Will It Work? We haven't done a Will It Work this season, but I was waiting for the rest of the cards to be released for the fall of Everlife. And now that we have them, I can try out some crazy decks. We have lots of cool cards added in this section, especially the subtypes or tribes, as I like to call them. I'm a big fan of tribal decks in card games, so I'm being very excited to play some of these new tribes. And we're going to actually kick things off with a Rakoan deck that I've been kind of working on. I've been trying a few different variations of it, and this one is the one I want to get down the most, the Salamander version. But I was using a version with Frog Tosser as well, but I did decide to add some of the more newer Rakoans and see how they work out. So for the next two episodes, like this episode and next episode, we're just going to be trying the subtypes and seeing which Rakoans are good, which Rakoans are worth keeping in, how we can refine these lists maybe later on down the line and get like some really solid Rakoan and Yak decks as well. So let's get to it. Let's get into some matches and see how my Rakoan deck performs. Alright guys, into our first match here. I really love some of the synergies these Rakoans have. It's very cool. There seems to be two types of Rakoan cards. Rakoans that spawn more Rakoans, and Rakoans that sacrifice or transform, that target other Rakoans to get more abilities off. So they're the type of Rakoans, that's the kind of Rakoans you'll see. And then you have this guy who's like the finisher. So the more Rakoans you have in field, the better he becomes. But to be fair, as a 5 Faeria 5/5, that's not too bad, even if you have one Rakoan down. But he's also, I don't mind playing him as a 6/6 so much. Like a 6/6 is also really good. So there's definitely a lot you can do. Now we're gonna just take care of this now. Let's just kill it. This is one really nice little synergy the Reveler has with the Cannoneer. I get the 1 Faeria refund, and then I get to kill something as well with 3 damage. So I really like that. And then look at that little Rakoan in the cannon. That's basically what happened to my Reveler. I'm gonna eat my 3/1 and then play down a Spirit. So this is probably some form of sacrifice deck. Now you may notice I do have Yulani in this deck. Now Yulani hasn't been very good for a long time, but I feel that in this deck it's actually pretty good. And the main reason is because it's a Rakoan, so it can be sacrificed. Being able to sacrifice Rakoans or use Rakoans for these abilities is very useful. And because I'm going to the 4 lands anyway, I feel that paying 4 Faeria to draw 4 cards and have a target for my Rakoans is pretty good. Annoying that. Wow, okay. This could get annoying very quickly. We'll have to see. Okay, so now we can definitely start causing some trouble. I have the grappling hook. I can shoot this. I can shoot a Spirit of Rebirth in hand. And then I could even Cannoneer the other one. Does that line up? Yeah, we have enough Faeria to do it. It's just space. Space will be the issue. I could sack this instead. But I'm not going to do that. I will happily just clear this guy out. So this is going to shoot. We know that for certain. So let's Cannoneer the Yulani and kill this. Okay, that's pretty good. And then we can go for this. Pew pew. Move here and collect. Feels good. And then we can take care of this and leave a 1/1 in its place. And we'll play another Rakoan in the back as well, just because these could trade. And then I will still have a collector, so I'm still going to try collect. And this is what I really like about Rakoans. Lots of little tricks you can do. I have, excuse me. I have 1 grappling hook, but I'm definitely considering adding another. Definitely considering it. 7/1 with protection. Jeez. And charge 2. pretty strong. We can get rid of its protection using the copter. That is an option. We also have the little Rakoan that can move up. I don't mind going for the copter at this point and just clearing this out. And I'll take a forest here so I can play something aggressive in the future, like a champion, or maybe get a salamander combo off. Yeah, copter's gonna just deal with that. I guess I can just... I just trade here. Like I said, I don't want any Faeria being collected. It's the main reason I'm doing that. And then we go for the pass. Little Nat cannot collect Faeria. Gonna move to the middle. Fair enough. And then we have another copter. Feels good. Alright. So I'll take a draw. I don't see much else to take at this point. Then we'll go... Should we go into the wells? Yeah, let's go into the wells. Play a Reveler. I'm going to play a champion. With an 8-8. Good. No, 5 Faeria 8-8 with dash 2. Very mobile as well. So just like a bit like a Colossus in some ways. I guess you can really scale it to a Colossus level. This is just an 8-8 now. We have Tri-Collection going on. We have some really good options in hand. We have some removal. This card is very cool. So I was in a match against blue-green Ring of Fish, and I didn't win the match, but one thing that did happen, I did have my champion in an aggressive position, and my opponent played this massive Bone Collector. And what I did, I swallowed it on the other side of the map just to protect it. So once this died, after I'd swallowed it, I had an 8-8. It's really good. It was really, really good. I was very impressed with it. Let's take this guy out. Summons it that side. Sure. I'm actually looking to go for a big salamander next turn. So we're going to move this here. We're going to... Yeah, we'll smoke. We'll get a recruiter down. And we're going to stick the recruiter here, so we can just collect off this well. So next turn, I can move here, I can move this here, I can move this here. I can salamander on this spot, just get tons of value. And this might not live, but I might be able to get very close to finishing the game. Is that Spirit Theft? Spirit Theft my Rakoan? If you want. That's cool. I'm down for it. Looking to maybe soul drain this. That's a Radiance. Alright. What's the Nat? Nat should move here to block. And that does do that. That's pretty good. That's... I can... Ooh, hang on. We might actually just have lethal. So I can salamander here. That pushes it to 10. I deal 2 damage to this, which does 2 damage to my opponent's face. Then I can sack a guy and deal 3 damage. So that just works out fine. I do believe that's just lethal. But we do want our max value in this situation. So yeah, we just power up. Oh, that's even better. So we hit here. We can even take the hit on the Nat. We can even bounce this about a bit. Ah, it's too far away. Yep, sack a Rakoan. Feels good. We can even go face, or we can just shoot the Nat and take the win. And there we go. That's kind of how the deck wants to perform. I was going against Nat, so it's not like I had a tremendous threatening deck against me. But this is what the deck wants to do. Kind of flood. Get that big salamander, to get those big salamanders off, and then use the champion as a finisher. But good game start things off. Let's get into another one. Alright guys, into another game here. Gonna throw those champions away and get this Reveler down. And cool, we did pick up the Illusionist. So we do have options with the Reveler. It's not just gonna be a 1-2. It's going to, we could turn it into a June Drake if we do need to challenge stuff on the other side of the board. One of the things I really enjoy about the Illusionist, you know, you could set up here, have your creatures kind of lurking, and then, you know, get that June Drake out, and then just quickly zip and clear a threat on this side. So there's it's really good like that. I am a fan of it. We'll get a mountain down, we'll go for the Reveler, and then we'll pass, and we can make this probably a desert or a lake, and then we can take a lake here. The land position of this deck is pretty difficult, I think, and I haven't quite mastered it because I still need to see like where my creatures want to go. Oh no, I'm gonna spider it. Feels bad, guys. Just gonna eat him up. Alright, we'll go for a forest on this side instead, and we'll gear towards getting the shield mates down. The dynamic duo, Batman and Robin of the Rakoans. Set them up on here, and then we can go for maybe a June Drake play in a couple of turns. We can also use this for tempo if we need to. We can just stick down, potentially there's just like a 5-5. It's not too bad, actually. Spider-Man is moving up. Alright. I really don't want this to die to a Horsemaster. Or a teleport, in fact. Feels bad. But yeah, let's see. See if the spider does eat up the Rakoan. He's already eaten one Rakoan. He's got 2 in there he could eat. Goes for a lake. Okay. I might have had to have tempoed out a champion there for board presence. But I do have the transform with the Illusionist. I'm hoping that's going to be enough to give me the coverage I need. What's next? We have a lake. Could see a banquet. Banquet is actually an option here. It's not a bad one. It's a shame. The only sad thing is I can't play the Illusionist, transform this, and try and get a 6/6 with my Rakoan. Just doesn't happen, unfortunately. Ooh, that's not good. I need a good option here. I need potentially maybe just like a Cannoneer, like just get the free damage onto this. I can run the 2/2 in and sack the 1/1 and then finish it off. Oh, no, he's big. 7. I did get the Cannoneer, to be fair. I did have the line, but the Orphan has made life difficult. That is for sure. So maybe I shoot this instead. Maybe I shoot this instead and set up a champion. And then I can maybe Illusionist the 1/1 after and finish this off. We are going to explore here. Protects my Cannoneer. Yep, I'm going to shoot you. Should take a draw maybe, because if I take a draw I could pick up, say, like another Shield Bearer. Should have done that first. It's a tough one. Oh, another champion. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Now this might go for value. Now it can't jump over and kill my Cannoneer and kill the 1/1. And that's actually okay. I can still turn this into a June Drake with the Illusionist. We might just see another power up come down, and then the the Orphan kill out the Rakoan champion. It's a tough one. This is another thing I've now come to learn, that high life creatures can be a big problem. If I don't have like a salamander, like if I don't have a salamander combo set up, like an early big body creature, it's gonna chip away at my resources to manage it. When I killed the spider there, I could have dealt the 3 damage to the 5-2, but I killed the spider that stops him harvesting. My opponent has a very healthy Faeria pool to work with right now. My only hope is there's just no more power-ups. I'm not sure if I can deal with another power-up at this point. What's going on with the Fugu? No. No. You jump in. No. Shifting tie? Sunken tower? No, it's a bear. Power up into an Emperor's Command. Alright. Oh, another shield. That's really good. Okay. So we can take this. We can then play the shield. And then we can dash this guy up. Make it a 6/6 and then we clear. We're taking another mountain there to set up a grappling hook, just in case. Could be a good option going into the future. The bear might be more cautious now. This deck probably needs some power ups from hand. Could help, definitely help out. I did in my original build. In my original build, I ran a blue, green, red Rakoan deck, using Frog Tossers, Blazing Salamanders, Gift of Rakoa. So a bit like the green-red Salamander decks that we've seen about. But instead, I decided that I wanted to go more in on Rakoans because I wanted to try them out. Alright. I can just grappling hook over and finish this off. And I can take a link here. Oh, that's really good actually. Let's do that. Shoot this, and then we can move and collect. Move this into a good position. And there we go. The one-off grappling hook. I thought I'd try it out, and it's been really good so far. I feel like I should squeeze in some more. Perhaps I reduce like the number of these to about 2 because they're a bit more situational than some of the other Rakoans, and that will give me some more space for the deck to find utility, like grappling hook, maybe like power-ups. I don't know. It's something to consider, and that's why I'm hoping to find out during these episodes. You know what can I get away with trimming in favor of other cards? It's another Fugu. Okay, and we can clear this. And we do have a Salamander. The sad thing is I can't Salamander everything, which is what I would like. I wanna power up everything. I wanna deal damage to this. There's a lot I want to get done. So what we're gonna do instead, we're just gonna sack this. Maybe move on to this forest. Should have taken a draw first. That was a bit bad by me. See, the illusionists are not helpful at the moment. I want to find Rakoans that stay on the board. And this is why I'm thinking of cutting illusions. I do like the card a lot. I like it in the early game more than I like it in the late game. Alright. So we have a Rotten Boar come into play. So this is an opportunity for me to get a decent Salamander off, excuse me. So we can, this is where my Salamander is going to go. So let's +1. Oh dear. That doesn't work. That's fine. Okay. I guess I just do this. and go for a shield mate. I thought I had enough lands. That was really bad of me. I thought I had enough lands. I was too excited. I was just like, ooh, +1 into shield mate, salamander, all the good stuff. But no, not an option. I can line up a good salamander next turn. I can move this forward, move these guys back, salamander in the middle, and just get lots of power-ups. So I'm hoping I draw like another shield mate potentially, like another shield mate, maybe a recruiter, and then I can just go for a massive power-up. I can kind of just play the salamander game right now. I just don't have the Yakapult. This is a problem, and maybe that's where I can take this deck. I can take it down more of the green-red route, but using the salamander, the Rakoans instead. Will it be better than just traditional green-red? I don't know, but it's definitely something I can consider. But I feel if I go down that route, I'm probably going to go down the Frog Tosser, because then I have more removal. So if I have more removal, it's going to give me a better time. But I do miss out on the shield mates, and I do miss out on the illusionist and the cannoneer, because they need a desert. But maybe I could just build that extra desert. I don't know. See, this is it. There's just so many different ways you can go with this Rakoan deck. It's just crazy. So good. Okay, we are now going to get the value. Let's take the value now, while we still can, before my opponent decides to play something quite big this turn. Now, the blue-green beast deck that's been picking up in popularity, using like Tyrannax and stuff. We haven't seen one of them yet. We're just going to see a scoop actually. Our opponent can't quite keep up with the value that I'll generate from the salamanders. Good game there. Let's get into another one. Alright guys, another match here. This is a really good hand. Oh my goodness, this is really good. Do I throw a shield mate? Because I have the combo here, but it's nice to have that durability. Let's keep this. Let's try it out. These two synergize very well together, as well as with the illusionist as well. So like the yellow cards have all this kind of sacrifice, transforming synergy together, whereas like the blue, green, and red is like accumulating value, like getting the cards into hand, getting power ups. And you do notice I don't have the war. I believe it's the war leader, the free fight that has a combat skill. I don't know. I've been playing and I've noticed it just isn't that interesting. It doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't seem to get much done as a free fight. I wish it was like a 4-4, but nope. We're just gonna see a Rakoan coming down from our opponent here. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, let's take a desert. Yo, double shield. It's nice to see another Rakoan deck actually. I haven't seen any other Rakoans, and I've been playing a lot today. This is my first Rakoan opponent, and I don't know how far it's going to go down Rakoans. This could just be blue-green. This is just a really good blue-green card. It's like a 4 Faeria free 4 that gives you a 1/1 to play around with. Pretty good. I like it. Alright, move across. I'll take the mountain. Now this could get transformed. So I could sack this and kill it now. I'm gonna wait. This could get transformed into a Dune Drake now and kill my shield mate. But then I can sack this and shoot the Dune Drake and finish it off. Curious Biomancer. Now I was considering Curious Biomancer, but decided to go for Yulani instead. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna move across. I'm gonna play this guy down. And we're gonna kill the Biomancer. Go into the Reveler, and then go into the Chieftain. A nice 8/8 Chieftain now. Next turn I have access to Grappling Hook. So I do have a way to attack the board from afar. Now I could have played this side, which I was definitely considering, but I wanted to maximize the power I would get from my Chieftain here. Cannoneers just going to shoot at each other. Fair enough. Is this an Illusionist? Potentially an Illusionist now. Just get that 4/4 down. No, it could be green, blue. Crystal Flower. Another card I was also considering. Because I had get with the 4 lands. I need a way to deal with big guys. But like I said, this episode is more to just test out which Rakoan synergies I like. I like this card. This card's good. We can probably take a draw. We have that luxury at the moment. But I could take another forest here, which opens up a lot for Salamander in the future. So yeah, I'm gonna do that instead. And this is just a mobile Blazing Salamander, which is cool because now we have a way to deal AoE damage with a flying creature with dash, and it's a Rakoan to boot as well. So that all kind of lines up quite nicely actually for the theme of the deck. It's gonna be a shield mate into a cannoneer to shoot it. Feels bad. Oh wait. Oh yes. Okay. So now if I pick up another copter, I'm in a pretty good spot. So let's take a draw. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, that's just as good. I'll take it. Feels good, guys. Boom. I feel like I have the Rakoan advantage here, playing Salamanders in my deck, because I don't think Rakoans like Salamanders, even though they have a card that's very similar to it. But yeah, that worked out perfect. Killed 3 guys, got a power up on my little Rakoan, who's now a reasonably sized Rakoan. He's grown up. He's a big boy now. We see a more aggressive line coming from my opponent. Let's move into collection. We can take a Reveler this turn, which is pretty good. There's a Garadan available. What's this? Is this just going to be a champion play? Is that what this is gearing towards? I don't know. That's what I'm curious about. I think I will just get an aggro champion at this point. Because we do have access to Grappling Hook, which could help. It depends where this aggressive threat's going to get played, because that's why I expect the neutrals to represent something a bit more aggressive. And then we can go like double neutral across. We can take this out. It's going to be a shield mate into a champion. Shield mate into champion looks like the play. Yeah. Where's it going? Oh, it's going into a perfect spot. Perfect. Oh, and another champion. Yes, please. I am game. Show me the champions. Play this first, because we want to get the most out of our power up. Then we can clear this out. Clear this out. Go for the grappling hook. Pew pew. You can get over here now and just relax. Just help things out, and then yeah, clear it out. And this cracks open next turn, and we have 3 champions in play. What can you do? Gonna Empress command it. Oh, thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy. Just giving me all my champions. Yeah, we can just curve around here. Feels good. And there we have it, Rakoans once again taking the victory. I did make I did make a small change. I did add another grappling hook. So I took out an illusionist and added a grappling hook instead. But yeah, this deck's very cool. Let's get into another game. Alright guys, another match ahead of us here. Interesting hand. Not a lot I can do with this, so I'm going to throw it away. I do pick up the shield mates. Great openers for me, the shield mates. I can go with explore as well, so I can do what I did last time. Forest, desert, double shield mate, and then explore into another color in order to unlock some of the other Rakoan cards. So yeah, good split there. I think that's a really good reason to go second with the shield mates. A bit like Battletoads in a way. But I now can just go for the Reveler instead. That is also an option. Reveler gives them, so my two choices are play the more defensive line, go for the collection off my own wells. I will out-collect my opponent, so it's definitely something to consider. But I could also go Mountain Reveler and then take Lake into the War Machine, swallowing the Reveler to challenge this. But I will go for the double mates. Alright, mates. So lots of mates here gathering around the pub. Have a couple of drinks before they go out to battle. I shouldn't be playing the Emperor here. I should really get one of my Rakoans into this position. So go for a mountain on this side because we want to defend from this side. And yeah, we can just double collect and pass. Like I said, we're just out collecting our opponent at this point. We're 9 each. And both of I went second. I did get that extra 2 from the Explore. But these mates are going to stick around. Good job, mate. Collect that Faeria for me. And there is a champion. So this does give me an opportunity to play more tempo orientated now. I could now gear towards, say, a War Machine into a champion. I could go Reveler into champion, which is probably the play I'm going to line up here. So yeah, I can go Reveler into champion. I'll take a Lake. Ooh, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I take my Forest. Maybe I get another Forest down here. And I'll take the champion in a safer position. So this is a 7/7. You know, this is a good sized creature for 5 Faeria. Because now if we pick up, I took the Forest because if we pick up Salamander, now we're in an insane position. Lady of Sorrows. Okay. Cannoneer. So I could sack this now. And go for the Cannoneer. Yeah, I could sack this. Kill the Eridan and then play a Lake here now. And then that way I can swallow my champion and put my champion in a more aggressive position next turn. If I want to keep the value of the Reveler, I mean, I would definitely consider it, but my only concern at this point is AoE. So if I get hit by like a Gyarados or something, I'm not going to be very happy. So let's swallow up our friend here. Move this across, and then I'm just going to sack it. I'm going to kill the Eridan. And then we'll use the War Machine to finish off the Lady of Sorrows, and that will protect my 7/7. And my 7/7 will spawn in a position where it can apply a bit more pressure. Oh. We both had the same plan. We both got the grappling hooks involved. That's fair enough. That's cool. It's nice to see it being played more. The old grappling hook Lady of Sorrow in the back there, shooting away at things. Okay. Interesting. So this is a Rakoan deck of some sort. I'm going to move this into double collection. And I think we just pass here. I don't really see a reason to play anything else. We're set up on lands. I wanted to get my last land down so I can Salamander. It is an option. But I also moved this out of the Lady of Sorrows grappling hook range. That's the one thing I had to now respect. I guess I could have pushed this back as well, but You know what? If my opponent wants to use a grappling hook on a cannoneer, so be it. That's fine. I'm happy with that. So the War Leader, the one Rakoan that's not in my deck. And like I said, as a 3/5, I don't really fancy it. You know, it's not that appealing, unfortunately. But I guess this is like, I guess this offers some combat. Oh wow, that is just value. That is some crazy value. Now I have a grappling hook. What can I do with it? Nothing. There's no options here for my grappling hook. Let's take a draw. So Yulani. Hi Yulani. Throw me some cards. Okay. I need to kill this. That's what needs to happen here. And I feel like I have a way to do it. I don't think I have the lands available. Nope. Yulani's positioning actually messed me up a little bit. Okay, so I was going to illusionist this and then use the and then just dash the copter into that position. It's not an option anymore. Because I'd have to move here anyway to dash the copter. This is tough. This is really tough. I guess I just clear this. Maybe just stick a Reveler down. Maybe we just start flooding. Like, it's difficult. Difficult to consider what to do next in this position, but sure, let's work with it. So Cap 10's probably going to finish off my 4/2, which gives me the opportunity to grappling hook it if it doesn't gain a Gift of Steel. Goes into the copter. Ooh, that's nasty. That is a nasty copter. Preserving the life of the Cap 10 as well. I really need like a big play. Like a salamander. I really need a salamander in this situation. So let's take a draw. Right, okay. Salamander will help out. How much, I don't know. I feel like we just have to do something anyway. I would like to get more value out of it, but it's just not going to happen. Oh, that was a bad salamander. Oh, it's all falling apart, guys. It's all falling apart. I don't even know. I don't even know what to do. Like that is a lot of. I said earlier in the video that I can struggle with high life creatures. These are two big high life creatures here that I can't really answer. Wow, is this going for? Okay, I think this deck is going to gear towards maybe a Tree of Life. Oh man, look at this! It's ridiculous. I can't stop it. There's too much power. There's too much power, guys. I have copters. They don't do a lot. Yeah, I can't see a way out this one. Well played. This is a pretty cool deck. You know, the green-red Rakoans. And just, again, just showing that you can build Rakoans in a lot of styles. But yeah, good game to my opponent there. Let's get on to another game. Alright guys, into another match here. Gonna be our final one with the Rakoans. Let's throw this hand away. Not bad, we get a turn 1 collector. I'm down with that. And then we can even swallow it with the War Machine to make a 6/4. 6/4 with charge 2, that's not bad at all, is it? And we get that creature back, so it's not bad. I'm game. But we don't really need to right now. We can just take the collection and we can pass and go for the shield mates next turn. If this doesn't die to a soul drain, I might just go like shield mates champion. Oh yes, this is Rush. I've played against this player today already. Playing Yellow Rush. Demonic Salmon. Yep, we know the drill. Got some shield mates. Might even swallow this. This is kind of useless on its own. Oh, I can't. I haven't got enough. I haven't got enough to do it. I will go for the champion instead. Yeah, we'll just take a champion at this point. Just take a 6/6. It's pretty solid. Fortunately, we couldn't answer this. This is why I probably should have went for the War Machine in anticipation of getting hit on turn 2. I do really need to find my Garadan. My Garadan's going to help out a lot. Just, yeah, going for the hit. Ooh, Reveler's nice. Salamander, sorry, Salamander's nice. I think I will swallow this now, so we'll take the Faeria. Positioning's all off, won't be able to, so we'll just go for this. And so this is the this is one of the flaws, I think, of Rakoans. Like, land positioning can be a bit awkward. I've made it very clunky for myself with the Reveler, but obviously I just wanted to take the early farm. That's for a double neutral, don't like that. Makes my Salamanders worse. Takes the value, probably gonna Wind Soldier this. So I should have taken the land, I should have taken the forest or the mountain there to set up Salamander for this turn. But I still would have got decent value, because I could have... Yeah, I could have landed here and gone from there. Does take the clear, goes for the... Goes for the smoke. Look at how much Faeria this is. This is ridiculous. Alright. Sagittarius doing what it does best, generating tremendous amounts of resources. I'll take, yeah, we'll take you. I think we do just flood at this point. I'll take this. We'll swallow this guy up. Then we can take this here, and then I can play that Rakoan and then go for the Salamander combo. This card's cool. I like this a lot. Wind Soldier, eat up my 2/2, leaves my 1/1, which unfortunately will die at the hands of the Sagittarius now. Zealous Crusader, potentially? No, another monk. Just what I wanted. Alright, that's even better than going for... Yeah, that's even better now, because now we can just kill this. This is a pain. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I just wonder if I take a draw. I think so. I think I should have done that first. I can take a draw and just see what else we find. So yeah, we play a little Rakoan. Shoot this off with the Cannoneer. See you later. Go for another one of these guys. So lots of defense now. It's really good. So if a Zealous Crusader comes down, we do have ways to answer it. Monks? More monks? Takes the draw. Prayer. Another Sagittarius. Into a demon. Into a demon. It's interesting. I really need to kill this. Oh man, this card is just So annoying. I could use the illusionist on the follow-up. That's not too bad. So I'm thinking of just taking a mountain here. Going for this Rakoan. Go for the salamander. We'll kill this. I'm gonna move this across. And then we're gonna take the clear on this tile. They'll put the 1/1 on this in front of this, so if the wind soldier comes, it has to go for the 1/1 first. And the next turn I'm gonna illusionist this guy and we're gonna just clear out the 1/3. That's the plan. And we can move the salamander back, and this salamander will just become our collector at that point. So he didn't get the Faeria from this well because I blocked it. Just gonna go for the salmon here, get that additional Faeria, and go from there. Alright, so we do have an answer. I will take a draw. Yeah, I think I will take a draw at this point. This moves here, this moves here. Transform our friend into a Dune Drake. Push this off. And then pass. And then this can move onto my opponent's desert, ideally, and then I can play like a recruiter. Or I could play... Maybe I could get away with picking up a champion at this point. Goes for a salmon. Gonna hit me. Maybe prayer into Crusader. Yep, he transforms back. He does lose his power up. I didn't know that. That is news for me. I was unaware of that. So I guess he just moves back. I was expecting him to be a 3/3. So I will probably just swallow him up. So we'll take the damage. We'll swallow him up. We'll get a 6/4 in that position. And then we're just going to bottle down on defense. Make it as difficult as possible for our opponent to push any more damage. Now I got the Zealous Crusaders coming up. They're going to be pretty big. Doomsday! Wow. Did not expect that. But I did keep a 1/1. I guess. Right, that's a benefit. I just want to apply pressure. So I feel like I just move. I hit, I play a recruiter. And then I play this guy. In anticipation of hopefully picking up a salamander for the lethal. He can +1 Crusader now. But I don't think there's anything I can do about a Crusader anyway. It's not really something I can answer. Which is why I'm gearing up for a salamander. Okay. That's interesting. Does this deal damage to a creature's? So unfortunately I can't win this turn, but I can delay the inevitable. Put a 7/7 in that spot there, so just block in. It's not dead to Wind Soldier, it can't be Nightmared, it can be Flowered. It's gonna Soul Drain up to 3 life. Soul Drain up to 4 life. Wow, okay. Soul Drains. Making a huge difference here. Garadan picked up. Draw. Yep, that is unfortunate. And there we have it. That's going to be it. We did take the loss there. Opponent having double Soul Drain to finish things off. It was a close game though. Close game. I just needed to find Salamander really to pick things up. But there we have it. That is Rakoans for you. Just like as a very raw concept. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Rakoan decks come about over the next few weeks. that concludes this episode of Will It Work? It was okay, you know, it was quite hit or miss sometimes. I do really like the Rakoans. I do want to make them viable. I feel like the red, blue, green deck I started off with was probably the best version, but I did want to try out some of the yellow cards that were in the Rakoan's arsenal. So I did want to try out that Cannoneer and the guy who turns stuff into Dune Drakes. But yeah, it was cool. I really like the Rakoans, and like I said, I'm very excited to see what type of Rakoan decks we will see in the future. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, drop a subscribe to keep up to date of when our content goes live. If you haven't already, you can check out some of my other decks from Fall of the Everlife. They don't contain all the new cards. You know, this patch only came out this week, finishing the expansion and giving all the cards. So they're going to be older decks, but you can just like refine them and just add to them with the new cards that came from the second part of Fall of Everlife. So until next time, guys, take care, and I hope you enjoyed my Rakoan deck.